Hi everyone, this is Paris Debono of the Fortune Teller Shop, and in today's video I'm going to do something a little bit different to what I usually do. I'm going to ask about the coronavirus, and I'm going to see what the cards want to tell us about this virus in the sense of it spreading around the world. Will it be controlled or contained, or will it continue to multiply and get worse? Usually I do readings about people and their relationships or their career, but this one's going to be about an actual virus. So we've got the Lenormand cards to start with. Okay, and this is called the Lenormand Learner's Deck. I made this one especially for my students. Okay, so we're going to see what's going to happen with this coronavirus. Will it spread or will it be contained? So I'm going to just take out some 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Oh, 6 actually. 6 came out. Okay, so an extra one wanted to jump in there. Let's have a look. So that's the garden. The garden represents the population, the public, the environment, flowers. Well, I see this as a good card because this one's a positive, happy card. And then we've got happiness gets cut. Oh dear. Okay, so it's sort of saying the public's bliss or public's happiness, or perhaps even the public's innocence or beauty gets cut. This could also be people, people in public die. It's almost like the flower of beauty gets chopped down. So that's not a good sign with disguise. Whip, okay. Whip is something that's repetitive and punishing. So this is also not a good sign. This can often mean conflicts, anger, but punishment. Commitment, ring, and the card that's flipped out was the ship going overseas, spreading abroad. Okay, so I think the ring is saying that the world needs to work together on this because it is going to spread. It has already spread to Europe and Australia and other places, not just China, but it does indicate that there is spread. To me, the ship is saying that it is spreading. It's going to different shores, different places. The whip is indicating that it's going to punish us. Our humans' naivety and beauty is going to take a walloping and get cut down. The ring, to me, is indicating it's going to take more than one country to deal with this. So it's going to take unity. So I'm going to take some more cards. Normally I don't take this many cards, but I want to take another one because it just seems, oh yes, that's not a good card. That one's usually about contamination. If you actually read the word, it says loss, theft, worry, anxiety, poverty, ill, destruction, contaminated, hiding out, and avoidance. This doesn't look too good. This looks like there is going to be more of a spread of this virus. Okay, this is almost like the plague. The mice carry the plague, especially the ship being spread around the world. Yeah, this is not a very pleasant reading. Not a very nice reading. It looks kind of like it's going to get worse. Okay, I'm going to try some other cards and get a second and third opinion. Okay, we're going to get a second opinion. This time it's from the Old Country Road deck. It's a fortune-telling deck. We're going to see about this coronavirus. So let's see, will it be contained or will it get spread around the world? One, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this is the tree. The tree represents health, health and well-being, bird and message. So this is like the world talking about health. The garden. Garden again represents the population. That already came up in the previous reading. So it's almost like saying the garden, the population will communicate about health. The world, yes, it's going to reach the world. Child. Child leaves me feeling a bit unsure. It's interesting that it's got a picture of a child and a rabbit. So let's take another card. Rabbit is an animal, could be spread by animals, and then we have the fox. And again, we've got the fox with a bird or a duck. So this looks tricky. Looks like it's not going to be contained. The fox is sneaky and sly and gets out of the clutches of the farmer. So I think this virus is going to kind of spread more, actually. It looks like it's not going to be contained at this point. Try the tarot now. We're going to get another opinion. So we're going to see what the tarot has to say about the coronavirus. And again, we're going to ask, is it going to spread around the world or is it going to be contained? Well, it's already spread, but we want to see if it's going to get worse or if it's going to be contained. So again, I'm going to take out 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Money, that could be also like people helping the less wealthy, or it's almost like helpful handouts. Underprivileged is the word I'm looking for. Strength, that could be, that's a good card. Strength is about obviously health and feeling strong. The unknown, this is like a mystery. Probably they're not telling us everything. The government, say. Moon, yeah, for sure. There's hidden secrets. And the Fool. Well, the Fool can't be contained. The Fool is free and is roaming around. There's hidden secrets. Again, we've got animals here. Secrets. I'm just going to take another one. Going abroad, that's it, traveling out of China and around the world. Man. Okay, well, this one doesn't look so bad. To me, I feel like this ends in a positive note. So what I'm gathering from all of the 3 different spreads is it will travel around the world. It will cause problems. There may be population that do die, some more deaths, but it doesn't really show me that it's going to become a massive epidemic. It does show me that it's going to spread more, but I'm not getting the really worst cards. It is showing contamination will spread, but not to the point of kind of like a world catastrophe. I'm not getting a feeling of world catastrophe, but I do feel that this virus is not going to be contained easily. It's still going to get out there, and it will get around all of the precautions that the health authorities are taking. Okay.
The eerily empty streets of Wuhan in the Hubei province. It is a city now in lockdown as it battles to contain a new virus never seen in humans before. But it emerged just hours ago that before the authorities introduced measures to stop the spread of the novel coronavirus, 5 million people managed to leave. And China's National Health Commission said today the virus's ability to transmit was getting stronger.
From our observation, the disease can be spread during the incubation period. The incubation period lasts for 10 days. The shortest 1 day, the longest is 14 days.
Officially, 56 people have died so far and more than 2,000 have been infected, mostly in the Hubei province. Many experts, however, believe those numbers are likely to be far higher, and there remains uncertainty about the path this virus will take.
One of the potentially hopeful things about this infection is that, certainly from the early case reports that we've seen, people don't tend to have the runny nose and sneezing and sort of throat symptoms, which are often, for many respiratory infections, the first things that actually are the most efficient ways of spreading the infection.
Those who venture out wear masks, and people are stocking up while they can. Nobody knows how long the quarantine imposed by the authorities will continue. The pneumonia-like illness is caused by this new form of coronavirus, but it's not clear where it has come from. One theory is that it started in bats, they harbour coronaviruses, before jumping into mammals, possibly wild animals being sold at Wuhan fish market, and from them it moved into humans. Today, the Chinese authorities announced a temporary ban on the trade of wild animals, threatening to severely investigate and punish anyone who violates this. This is just one of a raft of desperate measures to try and contain the outbreak. Transport links to Wuhan have been cut off. Driving in the city's downtown has been banned. Instead, 6,000 taxis will help people move around. And a lockdown has been extended to surrounding cities. 50 million people are affected. While Wuhan remains the epicenter with the largest number of cases, there are patients across China now, and it has spread to Hong Kong and elsewhere in Asia, as well as to the United States, Australia, France, and now Canada, where a man in his 50s who travelled from Wuhan has tested positive. 3 countries have now said they will get their citizens out of Wuhan, but the Foreign Office here has said it is still looking at all options.
This morning they sent out an advisory on the travel advisory to say that basically we advise against all travel to Hubei and anybody that's in Hubei to get out. Now, to me, that shows a huge lack of understanding on the situation here. We cannot get out of the city. We cannot get out of Hubei.
There is no vaccine and no antiviral treatment, so it's face masks, millions of them, suddenly at the forefront in the efforts to fight this virus.
This is Paris Debono of the Fortune Teller Shop.